Today on the channel, we got our time-traveling shoes on for Zak the Neutrino, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Super 7 Ultimate Edition.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today on the channel from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line, we got Zak the Neutrino. But for all your Zak Neutrino needs, make sure you hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. You can also go to the Super 7 website, put in code KyleP at checkout to support the channel. There you go. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I did pick this up at Entertainment Earth, hot off the truck. They also got the new G.I. Joe Classified Wave. They got the new Slayer Minotaur figure. A lot of Super 7 stuff in stock at Entertainment Earth right now. So buy 2 of these, you get free shipping, 10% off. Got to get a deal out there. We know how that one does go. So let's dive into old Zak the Neutrino. I should mention here, we of course got the slip cover across over the top. You got the manhole cover with Zak the Neutrino looking only like a Zak Neutrino could look if he was on a manhole cover in a Super 7 Ultimate packaging. Classic turtle logo on the back looking good. See you later. Goodbye. And the Neutrino's the bane of my existence in many, many ways. Not a big fan of the Neutrinos. Even as a kid watching the cartoon all these years later, just annoying. Just annoying is what they are. So not super excited for this one when it was announced. I'm like, oh, you gotta get to the Neutrinos now. What are we doing here? But it is what it is. I'm sure we might see the rest of the Neutrinos in the future. I guess we'll stay tuned for that. But typical Turtles packaging here for Super 7 looking good. You got the Turtles logo looking good. Zak the Neutrino right there. Big window box. And of course, the brick style green packaging looking good. Nothing too fun on the sides as we know. We do get a blurb on the back. We're going to take a look at that. See what it says about our old friend Zak the Neutrino. And I should mention, usually on these Super 7 Ultimate Turtle unboxings, easy for me to say. We usually do those on Kyle Peterson 2.0. However, a little slow week in the action figure world, so I am putting these on the main channel this week. This is just a little peek under the tent of what you get on the 2.0 channel, so make sure you subscribe to the other channel. We're unboxing all the Super 7 Ultimate Ninja Turtles over there every single Tuesday. Turtle Tuesday over there. Check that one out. Zak the Neutrino, the time-traveling teen from Dimension X. He's cool, he's cosmic, he's Zak the Neutrino. Of course he is. This totally tubular teenager from Dimension X is busting loose and busting baddies. He's a dimension-hopping, time-traveling teen who tours with the Turtles, searching the skies and sewers for fiendish foot fools. No one can perturb the pest Krang better than Zak. Sporting his hyper hoverboard, Zak likes to dip and dive and buzz and blast past Krang's cranium cart. And when the going gets rough, Zak takes off in another dimension using his time-traveling laser. No one can stop Zak. He's one time-traveling teen who takes his time literally. Oh my gosh. War and Peace back there, but I loved it. I loved every bit of that copyright. Shout out to whoever wrote the copyright for that at Super 7. You're doing the Lord's work. Doing the Lord's work. There it goes. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic Prison, and oh my gosh. Woo! He smells like a China factory. Oh, if you wanted to smell what a Chinese factory smells like plastic, that's what he smells like right there. But looking good here. Very bright, vibrant colors on old Neutrino Zak. Looking interesting. But I'm going to take him offline, get him out of package, and we'll be back talking all things Neutrinos. All right, we got little Zak, the little Neutrino, out of the package, and we're going to dive into the accessories. First, let's start with the hands. Let's give it a hand for Zak the Neutrino, or don't. Don't let it go to his head. But he's got 2 splayed out, open, slapping hands right out of the package if needed. But he does got the finger point hands. I'm here for that. A little Neutrino, hey you, I'm coming after you, Krang. I'm Zak the Neutrino. I don't know if he's going to do that, but we got those 2 hands there. We do got traditional gripping hands going on. Always got to grip something. Zak, a little guy, got a little grip. That's the way it goes. And then we do get trigger hand here. We get another gripping hand, or 2 trigger hands here. A little bit of arch on that finger, but 2 gripping hands looking good. So choose your own hand adventure, as we say at the end of the day. Now we do get a turtle communicator that is open. Now we've seen these closed in the past. This one is open, got a little screen going on. It looks like Leonardo in the picture there, right out of the cartoon, looking nice. Different color green on this one, little antennas everywhere. A nice looking communicator here, so he can get a hold of his turtle friends if need be. Now we get down to his skateboard or hoverboard, I guess. Have to imagine this is probably inspired off of Back to the Future. I know there's hoverboards. Yes, it's true. I've never seen Back to the Future. You guys know that by now. Maybe one day when I retire, I'll take time and I'll watch Back to the Future. But I'm going to watch them in reverse. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go truly Back to the Future in reverse. That's what's going to happen. But a little hoverboard, skateboard looking good. Got a little sticker over the top. Nice pink color. A lot of futuristic type things on the bottom, as you'd imagine, especially at the time when this originally debuted in the 80s. Definitely very cool here. He's hovering around. Hoverboard to hover scooter in the future, I think, for Zak the Neutrino as he ages. Now we get to some weapons and some backpacks. So he has backpack here looking good. Looking very futuristic. Does tie into the hoverboard as well. Plugs into the back G.I. Joe style. You got a spot with this rubber hose. Up your nose with a rubber hose, as they do say. But you just plug this into the back of the backpack. Goes in there fairly easy. You got to squeeze it in there a little bit. But you got dials, all kinds of stuff, hoses. Plugs right into there. And then it plugs into this big blaster gun. I guess you can plug it into the side, I guess, of the weapon here. It's either the side or the back. Doesn't fit too tight on the back. Fits a little tighter on the side, at least on mine. You plug this in the back, and he's got this. He's ready to go. It does say 1692 AD. Looking good on the side. It's interesting they put that on the side of the blaster. I guess that's just one of those ways to tell you, oh, it's very futuristic. Very futuristic. But yeah, I think it's supposed to, shouldn't it technically fit in the back, you would think? But it's pretty loose back there. But like I said, on the side, it's a little bit tighter. A little bit tighter on the back. You got the silver and pink attack looking good here. A little yellow colors. Very futuristic looking, though, at the end of the day. And then the final weapon, a little blaster here. Just a little futuristic blaster. Or it possibly could be a hairdryer. Who knows? A hairdryer. But yellow, silver, and pink, once again, on brand. Zak the Neutrino, he's annoying, but at least he's consistent in his color scheme. How about that? But now we're going to dive into the heads here. 2 heads for Zak the Neutrino. We got one with a sly little look on him. He's got a little smirk going on. One, you just want to punch him in the face. Like a young Copper Kid, really, the Neutrino. He's kind of Turtles' version of the Copper Kid and Orko and Gwildor and some of these characters that annoyed people. Scrappy-Doo. I love Scrappy-Doo. I'm all in on Team Scrappy-Doo, but he annoys some people. I get it. Zak the Neutrino, thankfully, wasn't up in our faces as much as some of the other ones here. But, man, totally annoying, as I've said. Got those big elf-like ears going on, like a young Legolas out there. Pink shades with the gold trim, big pink hair in the front, got a blue helmet in the back with little black accents around it. Very futuristic design, I guess you'd call this, on his outfit here. Kind of a tealish blue, a little bit of glitter in it as well, kind of gold colors, and then you got that pink coming around. You got some wrist guards going on. You got a watch, of course. Any time traveler, they got to be able to tell time. I do like that he's got a gun in his boot and he's got a knife in this boot. He's a guy that's annoying, but he's prepared. He's ready. If it goes down, he's ready to take it to the streets if he needs to. But the head on this one is interesting. But the second head on here, he's got that mad face. He's got that grimacing face with the teeth showing. But besides that, the ears and the hair, pretty much the same exact thing. Do you want a smirking one or you got an angry one? Choose your own Zak the Neutrino adventure at the end of the day is what you're going to have to do. And then, of course, articulation. Arm does go around for us. Very tight in the shoulder on this one for me. He does got a bicep cut. Single jointed elbows, side to side at the elbow. Hands back and forth. Of course, hands going to be removable. Head removable, back and forth, side to side. A little bit of waist action. Hole in the back, as I said, for that backpack. Leg does go up, leg does go out. Single jointed knee, side to side, per usual Super 7. Then ankles back and forth, up and down. Very small feet on Zak the Neutrino as well. And he does fit on a Ringside Collectible stand. Yes, he does. Make sure you get the Mattel stand at Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. But Zak the Neutrino fitting all right. I never had the Playmates version. I have no plans to ever pick that up in my collection. Just not a Neutrino guy. Just not a Neutrino guy. But I did like the cartoon ones from NECA, building out the Neutrino team. Be interested to see if we do get the rest of that team here from Super 7. I'm not going to necessarily hold my breath, but we'll see what ends up happening in the future here. But if you like Zak the Neutrino, this could be for you. Just not one of my favorite characters when all things are said and done and the dust clears and the hoverboard moves on. Less left with just a bad taste in my mouth with these neutrinos, as you guys do know if you've watched the channel for a few years now. But what say you? What are your thoughts on neutrinos? You picking this one up? You playing a long game? You playing the no game? You playing the I'm not so sure game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. Yes, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon, including early access to both YouTube channel videos and bonus content, Q&As, giveaways, you name it. Everything going on over the Patreon. And Patreon, once again, best way to support this very YouTube channel. You can also support the channel. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for Zak the Neutrino, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.